recent numbers show about 80% of people who lost their homes in Hurricane Harvey don't have flood insurance. The tragedy highlighting the importance of being prepared even here in San Diego. New this morning, 10 News reporter Jared Aarons talks to insurance agents asking whether you need flood coverage living here.
We don't normally think about massive floods here in San Diego, but if a storm was bad enough, water could certainly come up from channels like this one and inundate houses in flood zones. But insurance agents tell me, like we learned from Hurricane Harvey, you don't have to be right next to the water to get flooded.
I love Bay Park. I love living at the back of Tecolote Canyon. It's great.
Chris Ranger saved up for 16 years to buy this house, even knowing that it's in a floodplain.
And I've seen water come all the way up to about where you're stepping. So it does happen.
That's why he's fine paying about $100 a month for flood insurance.
I want to make sure I have full coverage because who knows, we could just have one crazy storm and, we're flooded.
A storm like what happened in Houston, and flood insurance numbers are down. According to FEMA, the number of insured people in flood-prone coastal areas dropped by 10% over the last 5 years.
It's not just Houston that gets that. It's not just the coast. It could happen anywhere.
Rebecca Byram owns a flood insurance company. She's had about 30 people from Texas call her for claims. She says people who live near San Diego's canyons, coasts, river valleys, and streams should look into it.
When you need it, there's just there's no replacement for that, it's just an absolute necessity.
It's part of the deal. And,
peace of mind, for homeowners like Chris.
We get a freak storm or something like that happens, I'm all for it.
Agents say you can still get a policy even if you're not required to by the federal government, and $250,000 of coverage can be as little as $500 a year. In Bay Park, Jared Aarons, 10 News.
FEMA requires people living in flood zones to have flood insurance, or the federal government won't back your mortgage. If you want to find out if you need it or if you live close to that area or an area that floods, we put a link on FEMA's map on our website, 10news.com. You can search it by your address.